Douglas Murray, beautiful acceptance speech. Listen to his profound words about life.
Think often of the line from Deuteronomy when God says, I've set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that you and your descendants might live. When I think of the seventh now, I don't only think of the victims. I think of the extraordinary heroes. Life has to be fought for, and it has to be cherished. And what Israel has been up against is not just a people of death, but a cult of death. A cult which wishes to annihilate an entire race, and which, after dealing with that race, has made very clear what it wants to do with Christians, everyone in Britain, everyone in America, and everyone else next. They don't hide it at all, and we're merely stupid in not believing them. In the face of absolute death cults, in the face of people who most people in this country have no idea of, can't imagine what these people are capable of, I want to dedicate my acceptance of this award to the people of Israel who, in the face of death, choose life.
I always wondered about that verse in Deuteronomy. God says, I place before you life and death, good and evil, and choose good, choose life. Who would choose the opposite? And of course, we see people that do that. The truth is, we have to look at it on a personal level. We always have choices before us. Choosing life means choosing something that's aligned with the divine will of God. And that means goodness and kindness. That's life. That's choosing life. If it's not goodness and kindness, right? Then you might ask the question, why is Israel fighting a war? What's the good? What's the kindness? So really what we all are gardeners of God's garden, this beautiful world. And as gardeners, we want to plant beautiful vegetable garden. We want to plant beautiful rose garden, tulips, and all different types of beautiful things in this garden. But sometimes there's weeds that come up, and those weeds need to be destroyed, because if you let the weeds take over, you don't have a beautiful garden. So you have to destroy those weeds. But what are you about? Destroying weeds, or are you about beautiful garden? Beautiful garden. So likewise, sometimes we need to destroy evil, the weeds of this society, of the world that want to destroy goodness and kindness. But that's not what we're about. We're about goodness and kindness. That's really what we want. And what's the proof? Is that if the Palestinians will put down their arms, guess what will happen? There'll only be but goodness and kindness. But if the Jewish people in the land of Israel put down their arms, then it will be only destruction. Think about that.